With the release of It Takes Two, a subgenre of co-op games was born that I like to call couple co-op. Games that are meant to be played with a sidekick, but not any sidekick. Playing these games with a dude feels like going out on Valentine's Day with, well, a dude. Is Little Nightmares 3 one of these games? Well, that's not why you clicked on this video, is it? You did because you're thinking what every lonely 18-year-old boy thinks when they can't pull any bees. What if doing it alone is just as fun? Well, the short answer to both questions is no. But if you still have any doubts, I'm going to explain why Little Nightmares 3 can be played alone, but shouldn't. And I'll give you a solution at the end of the video to what to do instead if you don't have anyone to play the game with. I appreciate any form of support, even as small as hitting the like button and subscribe. Thank you. But you have to understand at first is that how different this game feels compared to its predecessors. While the first two games were simply about eldritch horror, LN3 gameplay is built around the idea of teamwork and cooperation. There are two playable characters, a boy and a girl. One of them has a bow, the other has a wrench. So even if you play the single player mode like I did, both characters are present in the game. I chose the boy. In the single player mode, the character you don't choose will be controlled by the game. So in my case, the girl would automatically do her own wrench related tasks that are needed to complete the puzzle after you call her at the right location. And that's where all the problems root. This is a puzzle platformer, meaning in every single room there's a puzzle to be solved. So I can only imagine how the multiplayer mode feels like two idiots trapped in a box trying to solve 1 + 1. That's simply not the case for single player. First of all, the calling system is so exploitable. Like, I don't even have to think what needs to be done with the wrench. I just spam the call button every few steps, and if it's in the right place, just gonna do the thing. But that's like the smallest problem here, because you only need to call the girl for the wrench related tasks. In the others, she just knows what to do. Like, look how she automatically walks to this side to give us a leg up. Not that much of a brain challenge anymore, is it? Or in this section, which is one of the scariest ones, you take an elevator to get away from the monster, only to find out she's not done chasing you. After leaving the elevator, it's rational to think we're safe now, that it's impossible for the monster to climb up the elevator shaft. But no, this idiot had to spoil the surprise the game had by immediately running and hiding in this corner. Which, by the way, you had to figure on your own in multiplayer mode while freaking out over how close the monster is and how little time you got. As I said earlier, Little Nightmares 3 is about cooperation and coordination. Some puzzles need both players to cooperate, to do their tasks simultaneously, or it won't work. So as I'm sure it's so fun trying to teach the other player how it should be done and tell them when's the time to do it, playing it alone completely shatters that harmony. You're either completely out of sync, like this jump at the same time puzzle which is impossible to guess our timing, or you're in impeccable sync. Like this fighting section where the boy shoots the insects down and the girl finishes them off with a wrench. Should one player fail on their task and you're both dead. But in single player, it's kinda scary to be honest. How bloodthirsty are you, girl? I encountered a few relevant bugs too, like this one that calling the girl wouldn't trigger her to break the chain. Restarting from checkpoint fixed it though, so no complaints really. I only played a few hours because it felt like I was wasting so much potential playing solo. But in conclusion, yeah, doing it alone feels too easy and unrewarding. And this applies to that game we were discussing about too, Little Nightmares or something. So, as for the solution, if you don't want the game itself to match you with random anonymous players online, write a comment down here that you want a partner and let other people contact you or give you their handles. If you found this video helpful, please consider hitting the like button and subscribe, and as always, don't shoot, dare go hollow.